Hey, Sean.
What's up, man? What you doing?
Oh, man. I'm just trying to keep it together, man. you know.
Yeah, I saw Marvin.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I called him after I talked to you, and he had gotten out of the hospital. I mean, he had been back for a while. He sounded pretty damn good.
Yeah, he's got a kidney in his stomach. I don't understand that whole fucking mess.
Well, I guess that's how they do it. They just put one in there, and that's all you need.
I guess, man. Now he's got two broke kidneys and a fucking good one in his stomach, dude. That's fucking gross. He lifted up his fucking shirt and shows me the scar. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Cover that shit, dude. No one wants to see that shit.
I got some scar. I got some scars. Yeah, I got some scars too. Didn't you have a scar too, man? I remember you had a.
I threw on some glass. Yeah, where'd your scar from?
I had a couple surgeries, man. After I stopped hanging out with you guys, my esophagus closed up on me, man.
From what?
I don't know, man. It just the esophagus, the food wasn't getting through the esophagus, so I had to.
Oh, you mean you had probably, I know what you probably had. You probably had silent reflux.
Well, it wasn't really. It was something different than reflux. It was called achalasia, was the name, and people die from it.
Is that like from some type of a reaction you had? Like you...
What happened was, I think it was from stress, or there was something going on with the marijuana I was growing with the spider mites that I could. Yes, that I was growing pot. And I was working at a flower shop, and I tracked. I brought spider homes to the marijuana, spider mites back home to the marijuana from the flower shop, because they had tons of spider. You know about this shit. You were into biology, and
I don't know about them spider mites, dude.
you don't know about spider mites.
Fuck no, dude.
Well, spider mites are these little bugs, and they breed, and they rapidly expand, and grow, and they make these little webs. So they got all over my marijuana, and I had to buy this special solution and spend hours like cleaning the spider mites off the leaves. But I ended up smoking quite a bit of them, and they have webs, They have webs, and so that got in my esophagus, and that may be why it closed up at the sphincter at the bottom.
Fuck, dude. I never heard of fucking spider mites, though, dude. That's some fucked up shit.
Yeah, they get them on flower shops. They're all over the place. They breed like fucking you wouldn't believe. I mean, it's crazy.
Did they get into your house if you bring those flowers in?
Well, they got probably on the bottom of my shoes or my clothes, and then just jumped over to the plants. They live on leaves.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that shit up, dude.
Spider mites, yeah. Well, there's a lot of crazier shit going on in the world than spider mites, man. I mean.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying I don't want to smoke any of them motherfuckers, though. Later on, when I retire.
Yeah. Do you still drink quite a bit?
I'm drinking, when I can.
When you can. when you can. Every time you have the opportunity.
If I have the opportunity,
What's your beverage of choice now, man?
Whiskey, man. I'm still drinking whiskey.
What type? Early times?
No, I drink Jim Beam. And then every once in a while, if it's a special occasion, I'll get a I'll get a better bottle, like some Basil Hayden or some Tin Cup. You ever heard of that shit?
No, I never heard of this stuff.
You're not drinking anymore, right? Or smoking or doing anything, right? You still sober?
Nothing, man. Nothing, dude.
That's good, dude. That's good. That's good.
I have to because I'm at the stage now. If I do, I'll get in big trouble. It won't be nice. I mean, I had a bad situation going on with the. I can't just drink. I gotta get the marijuana, and then I gotta get the cocaine, and it's too much of a hassle, man. With the money and the dealers, and you constantly got to get more, and you're going back and forth between your place and the dealers. You're doing it. I'm doing it in bathrooms all over the fucking city. You know, it's.
Right. It's fucked up, man. I hear you, dude.
I mean, the money in itself, let alone dealing with the fucking dealers and the fucking.
Yeah. Were you doing powder or were you smoking it?
Well, I had a stint where I was smoking for about a year or two because I had a guy that had some really good stuff that way. And it was easier to get, but mostly the powder for the most time.
Right. I hear you.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, though, dude. You know what? It didn't work out too well for my brother, you know.
Is Danny, is he still around?
Yeah, he's got 30 years, dude. He killed somebody.
Oh, are you serious?
Got hooked on that heroin, dude. He's fucked.
He's in prison?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck, man. This shit kills me, man. Nice.
I got 32 years, I should say. Yeah, dude, it's that heroin. It's no fucking joke, dude.
What? And you're a fucking on the force, man. Can you believe that shit? You fucking. What about Scott? Is he staying clear?
Yeah, he's good. He's married. He's got a kid. He lives in Richmond, Virginia. And then Kelly is out in D.C. She's all right. She got 3 kids and she's married. So.
You know what? You know what I hear about? My dad tells me with these criminals that. Did you ever hear of something called diplomatic immunity?
I've heard of it, yeah, but that's for like heads of state and stuff like that, like if you were an ambassador to a country, you get diplomatic immunity. Wherever you're at, if you're in a car, if you're in the consulate, if you're in your house, it's like being on foreign soil. That country owns it. Yeah, go ahead, though. What were you saying?
My dad says there's some, like, I look at Lakeshore Drive sometimes, and the cars are going really fast, like 90 miles per hour down Lakeshore Drive. And my dad says that some people they just can't catch, that they just can't.
But we don't chase anybody, dude. The police department, unless that person murdered somebody or committed a forcible felony, which is like an armed robbery, you know, or a shooting, and you know that the shooter is in that car, they will not let you chase them. Like if it's just for a stolen car, like let's say I turn my car on, I run into Starbucks and get a cup of coffee, and some asshole jumps in my car and takes off, they will not let us chase that car.
Really?
Yeah, so they just let them go because I mean, I understand it. I don't want to fucking, chase somebody for a high. It's a felony, yeah. But the thing is like this. If
hot pursuit.
If it's an accident, if it kills somebody, we're responsible as the police.
What about those 2 guys in the train incident, Sean? What do you know about that? How could that even happen?
Okay, so here's what happened. So I don't know how much you've heard about it, but what happened was they were chasing a guy that just did a shooting. They grabbed him, but while they were chasing him, he threw the gun. So what happens is they get him, they take him down off the tracks. They go back onto the tracks to look for the gun. Well, what happens is that when the trains are coming at each other, they turn their lights off so they don't blind the other conductor of the train. So they're walking on this set of tracks. Well, they could see that train coming. They back off onto the other side of the tracks, and that's when they got hit.
Oh, jeez.
It's fucked up, man. Fucking mess.
Yeah.
So, like that's the thing. Like, you see those guys, if you see those people on Lakeshore Drive and they're flying, and you know they should be. Some of them might be speeding, but if they're like criminals, for a while they were coming all the way up from like Phillips and like 50th and Phillips, doing armed robberies up here, taking these people's cars and all their shit, dropping them off at 50th and Phillips, and coming back up through the drive, and then doing their robberies that way. They got those guys, but I mean, the thing is, you gotta know what car they're in. You know, let's just say I see a car speeding, and I don't know if he just did a robbery. What do I got him for? I got him for traffic. They will not let us chase anybody for traffic. So a criminal, if they know that, they just take off.
You can't chase anybody, man. I mean,
No.
because if I know, I'm like, wherever, I'm doing some dirty deed, and you're like 3 blocks away, and you're the only cop in the vicinity, and I know you're 3 blocks away, and I also know when you're getting closer to me. I mean, how does that even work? Do you know how that works? I mean, do you know what I'm talking about?
No, what do you mean?
Like with, I'm talking about the GPS, the kind of, like, don't you think it would be easy to track where you were?
Oh, the person, the city?
I'm talking about with the cell phones and stuff.
Oh, no, we don't track any of that shit, dude. We
No?
don't have that capability. No, the city doesn't have that shit.
Not even like anything like that?
Well, you can do it. They have capability of doing it, but they save it for like, because it's expensive. So they save it for like murders and like, you know, robbery offenders and stuff like that. So like just for where we got a high car, where we got traffic, they ain't gonna do it for that. They won't do it. But they also got to know your phone number, you know?
Do any white people? I mean, yeah, I guess Daddy's in prison, so I guess white people do go to prison, but not often, right?
No, they go to prison. I mean, if you look at the makeup of the criminal justice, the correction societies, if you look up that and Google that, I mean, it's representative of the population, you know, of that city. But in Chicago, it's a little different. Like if you look at the historic numbers for the arrests in Chicago, it's different because it doesn't reflect the population.
Yeah.
What it reflects, it's like 80, we looked it up. If you go to chicagopolice.com, you know, chicagocops.com.
Yeah.
It's like that. Not that. If you go to CPD annual